Woo! Some of you left loony, snow cone, color hair, social justice warrior, babyfied, sissified, entitled freaks are about to be pissed, and I'm here for it. So go ahead and get your tear bags because normalcy is returning, aka truth. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel. I am Ty Smith. You're watching my channel, Model Renaissance Man, which I appreciate you guys all doing. Make sure that you're following me on the platforms you see above and below. Give the video a thumbs up. That way this content can consistently be recommended to you. It also helps push my content out in the YouTube shadow banning algorithm world. Make sure that when you do subscribe to the channel, you're going to hit that bell notification, which will bring up another tab that will allow you to select all notifications. That's your only choice. Choose that one, please. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to get ready to take y'all into this because some of y'all don't know this. These are things that they keep away from us. This is what I like about Marjorie Taylor in this particular case, is because I like to see what they get. For example, when the C-19 demic started going around, I specifically gave you guys and we went page by page, didn't I? I went page by page with this on you guys when they gave it to us medical professionals, and I presented this to you guys. I even broke down the language. What I love about this is what Marjorie Greene Taylor is doing right here. And guys, y'all have to listen to this, because if you don't listen to this, then don't complain about how stuff has infiltrated our schools, our workplaces. Don't complain about it, because this is how these Democrats slid this stuff in with their sneaky evil selves. Check this out.
I think upsetting to most of you. So I went to Speaker Johnson and the rest of the leadership, and I said, I will not vote for the House rules unless this language is changed. So I'm going to walk through what it is that had me upset. I said, I will not vote for the rules package. I will withhold my vote. I'll vote no. And here's what it was. So from Nancy Pelosi's 117th Congress, when she was Speaker of the House, it was my freshman year, and I was shocked and mortified that this is what the Democrats did. They established, and here it is in the rules, they establish an Office of Diversity and Inclusion. This is what the Democrats do. And so here's all the language in there, establishing an Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and it talks about all the rules and how the whole thing will be carried out. And then going further, they did something that I think it's absolutely against who we are as human beings, and absolutely 100% against gender. What they did is they included so-called gender inclusive language. And this is where Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats put it in. Starts with clause 1C9 in rule 10, strike seamen and insert seafarers. But that's only the beginning, so it keeps going. It carries on and it strikes chairman to insert chair. See, they're so offended by male and female. The Democrats have spent years now trying to destroy the fact there's only two genders, male and female. Well, this language goes further, and it's even more offensive. It goes on to strike father, mother, son, daughter, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, first cousin, nephew, niece, husband, wife, father-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, stepfather, stepmother, stepson, stepdaughter, stepbrother, stepsister, half-brother, half-sister, grandson, or granddaughter, and inserts parent, child, sibling, parent, sibling, first cousin, sibling's child, spouse, parent-in-law, child-in-law, sibling-in-law, step-parent, stepchild, step-sibling, half-sibling, or grandchild. Because Democrats want to completely destroy the fact that God made us in his image, male and female. He made us. And no matter what kind of language the Democrats write, they cannot destroy that. And now that we are in control of the House, we are voting on new rules. And so my demand to Speaker Johnson and to the rest of the leadership is, I said, I'm not voting for your rules, and I'll be very public about it. I will tell the entire country that we have to fix this until it's changed. Very excited to let you know the language has been changed, and I had some other members help. Diana Harshberger helped me, Dusty Johnson helped me, Brian Stiles helped me, and the Speaker's office and staff helped me. So here's the new language in the rules. Striking the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Strike in Rule 2, strike Clause 9, and redesignate the succeeding clause accordingly. So that means we are completely wiping out Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats' diversity and inclusion office. Then it goes further. Here's some more of it. Conforming amendments. Strike the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. Strike Inspector General, Office of Diversity and Inclusion, and insert Inspector General. Now, here's what else is extremely important. You see, we're the family. We're the party of family. We believe in family. We believe in mother, father, sister, brother, all these family names. And shame on Nancy Pelosi and the Democrats for ever taking that out. Think about it. Nancy Pelosi herself is a woman. She is a wife. She is a mother. She is a grandmother, and so on. So we're putting these words back in. Right here, restoring family-centric language so here it is, 1 in Clause 8C3. That we are striking the Democrats' language. We're striking their gender-inclusive language. We're striking parent, child, sibling, parent, sibling, first cousin, siblings, child, spouse, parent-in-law, child-in-law, sibling-in-law, step-parent, stepchild, step-sibling, half-sibling, or grandchild, and we're inserting back in the rules of our house. We're putting the proper names back in. Father, mother, son, daughter, brother, sister, uncle, aunt, first cousin, nephew, niece, husband, wife, father-in-law, mother-in-law, son-in-law, daughter-in-law, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, stepfather, stepmother, stepson, stepdaughter, stepbrother, stepsister, half-brother, half-sister, grandson, or granddaughter. And in Clause 15D2, strike parent, child, sibling, spouse, or parent-in-law, and insert father, mother, son, daughter, brother, sister, husband, wife, father-in-law, or mother-in-law. Look, Republicans are back in charge, and we are going to do this right, and we're going to restore this country to traditional family values, and this is how we do it, in the absolute language that we vote on the House floor. So I didn't withhold my vote from Mike Johnson today for Speaker, but I did threaten to withhold my vote for the rules until this was changed, and I'm very happy to say it got changed. I'll add on one more piece of information. We are going to have very specific rules in the House of Representatives in the Capitol. There will be no biological men in our bathrooms, in our locker rooms, in any of women's places of privacy. And that is a fact. So just wanted to let you guys know. We'll post below pictures of the language so you can check it out.
Who would have thought that your son is your son and your daughter is your daughter, your mother is your mother, and your father is your father, and your cousin is your cousin, and your niece is your niece, and your nephew is your nephew, that your mother-in-law is your mother-in-law, your father-in-law is your father? Who would have thought? Now, ladies and gentlemen, here's the sneaky, tricky part about what they did with this. Anytime they hired these so-called DEI people in there, notice how, notice how the first thing they want to get pissed off about, notice what comes up when you say, oh, here go another DEI hire, here go another DEI hire. Notice you Negroes always jump on board. It's only because it's black people. DEI. What made you Negroes think that DEI equals black people? Everything ain't about you, Negroes. Y'all get so pissed that ain't nobody paying y'all attention. Y'all just insert yourselves into stuff. When people say a DEI hire, it can be anybody of a certain mindset believing in this crazy rhetoric. For example, the Supreme Court of Biden put in there, he let it be known he's going to put a black woman in there, period. So you got two things there. You got race and you got sex there. But to show you that whenever DEI hires get into these positions, it's not about color. It's about the overall rhetoric that they're trying to push. And when it all comes down to it, that end push is about the destruction of the nuclear family and what comes from a nuclear family. Everything she just mentioned in there went against the very structure of what is the foundation of the goddamn world right now. What is that? Family. What's the biggest threat to this rhetoric right now? Family. Well, how can you prove that, Ty? Look what she just got done breaking down with the DEI language when they first came in there, what they didn't want to say. You can't be a son, you can't be a father, you can't be a brother, you can't be a sister. You got to be a relative person. You got to be a child. You got to be a birthing person. That bull crap. What is that all against? The nuclear family. Why? Because anything that comes from a man and a woman is going to produce some shape, form, or fashion, a brother, a cousin, a brother-in-law, a sister-in-law, a niece, a nephew. From a man and a woman, those things are produced. Because when you are a man and a woman, you have children, and let's say generations go down, you're still alive, you yourself, who started off, is going to be a grandfather or a father-in-law, or you're going to be a grandmother, a mother-in-law, a great-grandmother. But they wanted to erase that to pretty much like you're nothing. And here we go. Every time they say DEI, black folks just get all pissed off. Here, they just don't want us. It's not about you, Negroes. It's about the family, period, be it black or white. And it's a shame that we got to go in there and say things like they're striking out. We have to strike out what the Democrats did and put back in there what once was, which was normacy. Nobody went around that I even know of, except for these people in these positions, saying things like, oh, that's my sibling. Oh, that's my oldest sibling. No, you were saying that's my oldest brother. That's my baby brother. That's what you would say. That's my big sister, my little sister, my older sister, my little sister. That's my mother-in-law. Oh, that's the woman that my wife was. That's my birthing person's wife. That's my wife. I can't even say wife. That's my spouse, birthing person. The freaking heck. That's crazy. So the reason why I'm saying this is because there are a lot of people that got put into these positions, what we call DEI, that's making a lot of you pissed off. They went along with the rhetoric. It wasn't about their skin color or anything like that. It was about these people who were DEI hires being put into those positions to continue to spread the bull crap of that language. So thank God that this crap is being all pushed out. I wasn't buying it on it anyway. Any of you that actually even fed into it to where you were scared because you might offend somebody, you're the reason why the problem was able to progress. And I'm not hating on any of you. I'm just saying, if I say, oh, that's your brother. Oh, no, that's my sibling. So that's your brother. Well, we don't say that. Well, you don't have to, but that's your brother. I didn't buy into none of that bull crap this whole entire time. This is crazy, guys. But anyway, shout out to Marjorie for bringing this information to us like this. Can't wait for this stuff to get back to where it once was. To me, it's just going to be like, oh, y'all finally arrived. See, to me, it's not going to be like getting back to normacy. To me, it's just going to be like, oh, wow, y'all. It's always been normal because I never stopped. This normacy that we're talking about is truth. What these people want to do is turn everything into a lie. And I wonder who's of that. Who's of the lie? Yeah, anyway, you figure that out. You should be able to figure it out. Who's of the lie? And I'm not talking about a person per se. I'm talking about entities, folks. And if you buying into this stuff and you was going along with it, you were going along with spiritual entities called devils, demons, fallen angels, Nephilim, whatever the case may be. You were going along right there with it because they hate the creation of God. That's why everything about this DEI stuff was all about the destruction and the hatred for God's creation. God made the male and female, and he looked at it and he said, it is good. Y'all want to try to come in here and try to turn it all off like we're not even God's most precious creations by adding all this dumb bull crap into it. And look what you tried to do to the country. Sad enough, a lot of y'all actually almost bought into it. Oh, if he says that he is a bull crap. Boy, girl, man, woman, niece, nephew, uncle, cousin, auntie, great grandma, whatever. That's what it is. That's what it will always be. And so some of y'all that are going to get pissed off about this stuff getting pulled out of schools, be pissed off. Normacy and truth is coming back. 2 + 2 is 4. Well, no, it's not. Moving on. If you don't believe that 2 + 2 is 4, go somewhere else. I'm not about to argue with you. That's a truth. Period. Anyway, y'all. Whew. Let me know what you guys all think about this by putting it in the comment section after this video. Shout out to Marjorie again for bringing this information to us. Don't forget to do what you guys see in that cloud right there. It will greatly help the channel. If you would like to see the next video that I will be doing in chronological order, it will be that one up there. Of course, you should know what's going to be right here. It shows up. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, most of all. Praying every last one of you guys are in great health mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.